This is Khamsin the Oracle. I am one whole of New Verse live. Yes, that's what it is. This is the new energy. This is the new you. And we are in the new verse, baby. Learning how to be alive. Walking by visualizing the life we desire to have. And creating that life with the art brush of our words, our intentions, and our day-to-day rituals. That's where we at. I go into a channeled space. I meditate for 2 to 3 hours every single day. Every single day, no matter what. Now, I have been disciplining myself to do this for at least 3 to 4 years. And in the beginning, it was so hard to make myself do nothing, not check emails, not respond to text messages, don't answer the phone, only doing the bare minimum for the kids, as long as they okay and got what they need, mama meditating. And when I do this, it allows me to receive downloads from the Akashic Library. And I'm not attached to the outcome, so I don't go into meditation for this purpose. And the less I'm attached to the outcome, the more magical, the more nourishing the downloads are that I receive from the Akashic Library, which is being upgraded as we speak. Okay? Yes, whatever it was, it's not going to always be that. But I want to talk about something today that has been on my heart. And I feel like this is the best time to talk about it because August 8th, 2022, the Lioness Gate portal will be open. Yes, it's going to be open. So from July 26th, which is the new galactic year, to August 8th, 2022, we are in a highly magnetic, specifically red moon magnetic energy, according to the galactic calendar, which is how we plan most of our events, ceremonies, rituals, and courses, and the dates that we have our classes as well. I have made sure to add many levels of magic and other spiritual practices into everything that I do. So when you're participating in something with us, you're receiving an extension of that energy in which I work within. So with this planetary alignment that's happening right now, there's a lot of feminine energy coming in, specifically very dark feminine energy. So your ego is probably really, really, really active right now. Overactive. Damn near straight, terrible to tantrum active, and you can feel it. Whether or not you are reacting externally, you feel it inside. And I know y'all like, yeah, I've been feeling that. So I was sitting here thinking to myself, what should we be focusing on right now, going into this Lioness Gate portal? And I decided to write a blog about some of the planetary aspects of that. And that's going to be on the website, newverselive.com. Just go to the blog section and you will see it there. But what I want to focus on, the message that I want you to receive is very, very important to really communicate with your own heart and your divine self and see what comes up inside of you for you. Because all of us have been given a soul's mission in this incarnation. That's why we resonate with one another. And we are all elements. We are all fractals of source energy. And we are absolutely a part of the paradigm shift. We all play a role. Even if we don't know what their role is yet, We're all playing a role. So listen to what you hear inside of you when I say this. Whenever two men that are well known get into a fight or argument, whatever, it's usually not as big of a deal as the mountain that was made out of Will Smith and Chris Rock. Okay. Why was that? It's really simple. First of all, Chris Rock, the name Chris represents Christ, which represents Christos consciousness, which represents the ascended consciousness in which we are entering into to create the 4D, 5D, and upwards dimensional space. Okay? By the way, we interact with the universe and process information. So that's the Christos. And if you've been with us for a while, you remember we did the Crypto to Christos course, which is still on newverselive.com, to walk you through 44 days of activating that. Okay? So this is interesting because when you think about that and you think about his last name, Rock, you also have the rock upon which I will build my church, or the cornerstone that was rejected, right? And this represents Christ. Again, more Christos consciousness. Now, the spiritual implications of Will Smith, of course, is that he's one of the main avatars used to represent the whole black race, the masculine black race. Every role he has ever played was always an aspect of what the black race in the world experiences, whether he's a gangster, whether he's hunting aliens, iRobot, the last man on the earth. All of these things is synonymous with the mythological and evolutionary journey of the black man. So he was in Gemini Man, which is significant because in this 222 year, this is a very double year. 1111 makes 2, so we have that 3 times. So that's a trinity of 1111 portal energy for this year. So he played in Gemini Man, where he basically was him versus him, right? And this is us right now too. Where is the 3D you? And then the 5D you that's summoning you to change, to banish, to let go of things. I mean, to do so many things that feel so challenging and it might even feel impossible. I get it. I'm right here with you. So these two men, he smacked him and the world stopped. Every continent, every language, every country. This was at the top of the headlines for a long time. And I haven't went and researched how many days, but I can guarantee you it was trending for many, many, many weeks into months. Now, are black men the only two people who may be high-paying actors, high-paying professionals, high-paying athletes? I mean, we have a lot of successful black men now in every area, right? When Caucasians do that, it don't become a trend. If two Native Americans do that, it doesn't become a trend. Nobody probably even knows about it. If two Asian guys did that, it's not really going to be a trend. It's like, oh, well, that's it. You might mention it, hear it once, that's it. But whenever it's a black man laying his hands on another black man, it makes big news because this is part of the social experiment, the social engineering that was done to cause us to hate one another. Black men can mean mug each other unconsciously and don't even know they're doing it because there is a virus that has socially engineered them to have a hatred, a envy, a jealousy, and some type of spite with each other, within the unconscious collective, not their conscious self most of the times. It's in the unconscious. They make a big deal about this when it happens, because guess what? You're not going to ever guess what the answer is to this. I can guarantee you're not going to guess what I'm finna say. They make a big deal about it because of this. When royalty, I'm talking about royalty as pertaining to the quality of the melanin, the EU melanin, neuromelanin inside of that being, the royalty, the power within the lineage, okay, that alone creates a frequency that is very intense and high. This is why when black men get mad, it's such a volatile thing. You must admit that when a black man is mad, that and when his nostrils is swelling, he turns into a fucking dragon. Now, I'm not saying other races can't, but hear me out. This was a big deal because we have two gods resorted to putting their hands on each other. It don't matter what the reason was behind it. We could talk about theories as to what this setup really was and why and all that, but that don't matter. I want you to focus on what matters. That stops the world, because we are not supposed to be putting our hands on each other, because we are royalty, and there's a power that is inside of us that puts fear in the psychopaths that run this planet. They know that they are not the true royal lineage to be running this planet. But because we fell so far from grace, and we're having to find our way back to the level which we were before all of this social engineering and genetic manipulation, brainwashing, and indoctrination. They know how powerful we will be if we stop being violent toward one another. So they perpetuate it and put it in front of us to get us arguing with each other and going back and forth, and it's too much. It's too much negative energy. You can't even focus. You can't even see that your ass done turned into a god because of the awakenings and because of the energy being sent to this planet. You don't even realize you Magneto. You don't even realize that your words are so powerful. You ain't got to do nothing but think something one time, and it's going to send off a butterfly effect of energy that's going to create so many different things in so many people's lives that are connected to you. You don't even realize it. You don't even realize when you get mad at your woman and you have negative thoughts about her that she gets sick after that. Or something negative happens to the kids after that, or to you. You don't even realize that your own superpowers are coming online, and because you're still running on the 3D programming of the wounded masculine, you are headline news, baby. That's what it is. So when two kings or when two gods put their hands on each other, that is a big deal, because of who they represent, what they are supposed to symbolize. Now, with this Lioness Gate portal, I'm not saying Lioness Gate for a reason, because I told y'all in 2020 that the energy was feminine of those guardians when I interacted with them. Okay? I had a few meetings with some of my star tribes, and got a lot of codes. That's on the Patreon, and I told y'all about that. So what we have now with this energy is this feminine energy is coming in. The year of the 6 is feminine energy. It also has the almost hieroglyphic depiction of a pregnant woman with a pregnant belly, the 6, okay? And you also have the swirl, which is the energy of creation, which is feminine energy. So this is why right now our emotions are probably all over the place. Everybody that's going through awakening right now, is probably having the same kind of emotions a woman has when she's going through her cycle, PMS, having babies, menopause, all of those feminine things that we go through, right? You're probably feeling that right now. You're probably feeling your feelings more than you ever have. No matter if you are more masculine or feminine, we're all feeling it because this energy is initiating us. And if you can direct your attention, if you can learn what to do day to day to keep yourself in alignment with the information that you are receiving right now, you will be able to turn your life around very quickly. I was able to conjure a relationship with Dr. Blind, the author of The Functionary, with everything that I am teaching right now. You can make telepathic phone calls to someone, and the universe will be sure to allow that to be conjured into your reality when you know how to do it. When you know what to detox and what to nourish yourself with, what activities to stay away from, what activities you should jump 2 feet into, what deities to work with, what energies are present right now that have an offering of energy being given to assist those who know how to get in alignment with those energies. And in the religious detox course, this is why I know y'all might be thinking to yourself, why would I need this? But I am telling you, if you have been having blockages, it is going to open up. The whole program is being constructed using planetary magic, but not just planetary, earth magic, and the power of the triple goddess. This is what they were afraid of. The DNA activations alone aren't enough. You want to be able to harness a relationship with the divine feminine mothers that are the creation of all things seen and unseen, so that you can tap into the highest potential of yourself. It is possible. You are possible. It is all possible. You can be, think, have anything as long as you have the recipe. So, with this being said, because this ended up being much longer than I was expecting it to be, but I feel like I got to get this out because I have a huge audience right now looking at me. And I know that I had to interrupt my routine to do this right now. So I want to make sure that I am being a pure channel for this information that is coming through. And in integrity, I'm going to give you all of the smoke so that we can get rid of the smoke screens in our lives and the illusions and the deceptions. Okay? Now, as long as the feminine on this planet, right, is under attack, we are going to experience famine, natural disasters, sickness, pandemics, epidemics, and curses of every kind, because the feminine is not being honored as sacred. We have been programmed to be scared of true feminine energy, which is, I've posted the list several times. This is subconscious, unconscious mind. This is the abyss, the void. This is chaos energy. This is energy of death, not just life, rebirth. This is the energy of transformation. This is the energy of, I am going to fucking destroy everything that's in your life that is stopping you from becoming the best version of you, whether you like it or not. You go get this work. This is that energy. The triple dark goddess energy of Mother, Maiden, and Crone is the wisdom in which all ancient civilizations were able to acquire such profound knowledge, wisdom that we are still using today. We have yet to exceed what they were able to accomplish because the patriarchy and the false ET gods behind it socially engineered within us on an epigenetic level a hatred to the feminine, and it is inside your unconscious mind right now of the whole collective. The millions and millions of women who were burned at the stake, killed, raped, and murdered for being witches. That energy has risen, baby. Let me tell you, Mama Earth is alive and kicking, and she is fighting back. She is taking motherfucking names. You hear me? And she doing exactly what she's supposed to be doing. So as chaotic as it may look, and as terrible as it may feel, this is here to help us. These are the star medicines that I've been talking about. If you were on our Patreon, we did the Sirius meditation and initiation. This is that star medicine. Star seeds need star medicine. Star seeds need the truth. They need the divine feminine mother energy to nourish them, love them, protect them, cultivate them, get on their ass when they need to, inspire them and motivate them. This is that energy. But so many of us are still in the sunken place because we are afraid to embrace the energy that is the one weapon against oppression. And we are in a space now where we cannot ignore any longer our shadows, our demons. Those are the people around us. We cannot ignore it because the age of Aquarius, baby, is bearing the water out to rebirth us, to purify us. The mental energy of Aquarius is activated for our mental psyche, our programs to become congruent with 5D consciousness and higher. This is the harmonic frequency of the 13 moons based on the Mayan, Ethiopian calendar and many other ancient civilizations. This is how you end generations of curses. So many people talk about that, but they don't talk about the fact that a woman has been considered to be the root cause of curses on this planet, that Eve was the one that caused the curse. She was the one that caused us to bleed from our yonis and to have pain in childbirth because she was disobedient to this false ET God. She accessed fruit. She accessed knowledge. She access her own consciousness as a sovereign being, and she was punished for that, and she was deemed to be the root of all curses on this planet. How can you heal a generational curse in your own bloodline lineage if you do not know the truth? I don't care how many courses you get, meditations you do, and shadow work is not going to be enough to transform your life. I'm telling y'all what the issue is. This is how we have been hoodwinked on this planet. We were in a casket, honey. Let me tell you, many of us had to participate in rituals that was not something we wanted to do. We had to do it because our family told us we had to do it. Society told us we had to do it. We were rebirthed by a man who looked feminine, wore his hair feminine, a lot of feminine energy. Jesus, whether he black or white, he looks feminine in most depictions, right? And so we had to get rebirthed. We had to get baptized. That's the artificial womb of the 3D Matrix from the movie. The artificial womb was religion. We've had to get baptized. We've had to watch babies get circumcised and their penises get sucked by rabbis. And that shit is okay because these false ET gods said this is what you must do. You see the irony here? Ain't nobody gonna break no generational curses unless they have the courage to enter into the truth of what we have ignored. Without the feminine principle, there is no protection and there will be no true rebirth. I'm going to come back because it was so many things that I talked about in here. I don't want to cram too much right now because I know this is a lot, and I want y'all to really let this information circulate through you so that you can come to your own conclusions. But we're going to be having a Lioness Gate portal event, and we're going to send the information out. Just go to the website. The links will be below or in the description wherever this is posted so that you can go and sign up for this event. If you are listening to this, it is likely that your heart has been calling for this moment. Do not ignore what Spirit is leading you to do. Because when you do that, you are betraying your own self, and that separates you from Source. That separates you from your divinity. And you will find yourself going through the same motions every day and not seeing a different outcome. This winter is going to be one of the toughest winters we have ever had in so many ways. That potential is there. But if enough of us clean up our frequency, shift our intentions, align, and create a quantum field around us of higher consciousness, we do not have to experience the suffering the way other people may on this planet. So if you're still not quite sure what the two earth thing is and the rapture and all that, go back and watch my videos. I explain that. But to be on the 5D version of Earth, you have to be aligned with 5D consciousness so that you can project that out of you and shift whatever is happening in your day-to-day reality. Okay, thought forms are being created right now really easily, and we're birthing them probably every day and don't even notice it because we're below the veil of consciousness. Okay, so sign up to get our newsletters and updates of our events so that you will not miss out on this event. And I'm going to make sure that the blog is available, and my assistant is going to make sure that she's sending out all of the information that's necessary for you. If you happen to be listening to this and you are a new mystery school student as of today, or in the Dark Goddess University program with me, this event will be absolutely free for you. Okay? We will make sure that you receive the link to this event. If you are not participating in either of those, the link is going to be marked down 50% off for everybody, because I have been made aware of how important it is that we do this together. All right? So it's time to step it up, to level up. It is here for us. It's queued up for us. There's bliss, peace, joy, happiness available for us. And all we need to do is stay in alignment, stay in the vortex, and you will absolutely receive it. Sirius is making sure we get this work right now. Can you feel it, baby? It's in the air. You feel it. And though it may be intense and painful, and though you may be spending time alone and crying, know that you are processing necessary emotions that were ignored when you were a child before you awakened. It's all a part of the process. So if star medicine and the healing of the triple goddess, if this energy was connected to your heart, I implore upon you to invest in yourself. This was your sign right here to invest in you. So I'm going to get out there and get back to my routine. Oh my goodness. This was such a long channel message, but I am so grateful that I'm able to be a clear channel source to bring this information from you from the upgrading Akashic Library. So beautiful. We're getting an upgrade again. For those of you who have already been chilling and riding with us, y'all know what I'm finna say. Wait a minute. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like to send your donations to support us and what we're doing, the links will be in the description as well. And if you want to get on some of the tiers on Patreon, we got a whole lot going on over there. So just click the link, go over there and look around and see if you find something that you feel a resonance with. And now we can get intimate with our third eyes together. Man, your third eye has just been kissed. Peace and power.